Welcome back, everybody, to the New York Knicks, MyNBA franchise here on NBA 2K23. Our Knicks are currently in season number 4, and we sit at a record of 9-5. We've gotten hit hard by the injury bug, but luckily our new superstar, Jason Tatum, is pretty much fully recovered from a hand injury. In the last episode, we lost to the defending champion Houston Rockets. We were down by 23 at one point in this game and only lost by 5. Then we defeated the Pistons in a high-octane offensive shootout, defeating them by 5. And going into this game, the Pistons were the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, and they still are, tied with Indiana. The East right now is super close. You have 6 teams within 2 games of each other. I think the interesting thing with us is that we're 6-4 in our last 10. Those are the games that we've been without Jason Tatum, so we've been able to show that we're still a pretty good team without him. There are some surprises at the bottom of the standings, in particular Charlotte. The Hornets were the number 1 seed last year, and this year they're pretty bad. In the West, the Sonics have the best record in the NBA. They have the highest point differential as well. They're not the only surprise team at the top. OKC is in second. That's interesting. The defending champion Rockets started off slow, but they've won 7 in a row. And the New Look Lakers are currently holding the number 1 spot in the play-in tournament, again, with a lot of surprises at the bottom, like Denver, Sacramento, New Orleans, even San Antonio. Not teams that you would have expected there at the beginning of the season. So overall, I'm really happy with how the team has played, with Jason Tatum out of the lineup for most of the year. We only have 4 guys in the double figures in points per game, but we have 4 additional players averaging at least 9.4. So we've got a good balance along with our star power as well. And you can only assume Jason Tatum's numbers are going to go up as he eventually finds a consistent role within our team. He should be able to return any day at this point. And as we get along in the season, I do want to start looking at potential second stars who we can pair up with Jason Tatum. Maybe that person is DJ Ramses, and based on how he's played this year, he certainly could be, because Ramses has been balling. As we take a look at the bottom portion of the standings at teams who could possibly have players who want out, I think the Blazers are the first one that pops to my mind with Damian Lillard. However, he, I think, has regressed too much at this point to where he really wouldn't be a second star. I think we're going to have to look elsewhere. The Spurs could be interesting. They had the worst point differential in the league. They acquired Jimmy Butler and Brandon Ingram in the offseason to join forces with Porzingis. That has not worked out at all. The Pelicans is an interesting one as well. They've lost a lot of talent the past couple of off seasons with Brandon Ingram and CJ McCollum. Could Zion Williamson ask for a trade? He has been ridiculously good this year. I still think that one's a long shot, but could be possible in the future. The Hornets were the number 1 seed last year, and while I think they'll be fine, we could see some drama with LaMelo and Levine if things continue to go south. The Denver Nuggets as well have been pretty disappointing. I don't think Jokic is going to ask out anytime soon. I think the Dallas Mavericks are the team most likely to implode and blow up within the next year or so. Luka Doncic has to be growing restless. The LeBron James and James Harden experiment just has not worked out. And then I don't think any of these teams here are going to look to sell. The Warriors won't. I don't think the Suns will. So I think of that group, the Spurs are definitely a team to watch to blow it up. I think Dallas as well. They could obviously get a king's ransom for Luka Doncic. And maybe New Orleans. I think Zion's a little bit more of a long shot because they just made the finals a couple years ago. But it is something to keep an eye on. Let's take a look at our next matchup here against the Brooklyn Nets, our in-city foes. We'll simulate our next 2 games against Portland and Phoenix. And as you can see, Jason Tatum is fully recovered from his broken hand, so he will slide himself back into the starting lineup. And for now, we're going to have DJ Ramses come off the bench as our 6th man. I hinted at this in the last episode, but I want to try this out as a little experiment. DJ Ramses is not being demoted. He's not playing poorly. But we need somebody who can be a microwave scorer for us off the bench, and that can be DJ Ramses, who can create instant offense with a snap of the finger. I think having him with the second unit would be really helpful. He'll keep his same minutes per game. He'll still close with the starters as well. And for now, Zachariah Royster, the rookie, will be inserted in the starting lineup. I think he's been very good this season as a rookie. RJ Barrett and Cesar DiCarlo both suffer minor injuries, not really anything to worry about. And then Coco Diablo officially recovers from his broken kneecap. We'll talk about his placement in the rotation after we talk about these 2 games against the Blazers and the Suns, both of which we ended up winning. This game against Phoenix especially was a nice win as we took it home by 21. Jason Tatum at 29, 10, and 7. DJ Ramses has been pretty solid coming off the bench. His numbers don't look all that different, which I guess is a good sign that things are kind of working out. And then Zachariah Royster as well has done good since inserting himself into the starting lineup. So even with Coco Diablo back, I want to keep this Ramses off the bench experiment going. So we're going to have both Ramses and Coco come in with the second unit. Those two leading the offense off the bench is kind of scary to think about. For now, some of these guys towards the back are not going to get minutes, but they inevitably will soon once somebody else gets injured. Alexander Killebrew will be sent to the G League. I don't really see a clear path or playing time for him anytime soon, so I just want to make sure he's getting minutes, and he'll do that with the G League. So now we'll focus on this game here against the Brooklyn Nets, led by Bam Adebayo, who they acquired last year prior to the trade deadline, and Donovan Mitchell, who they signed in free agency. They have some solid young guys as well, including Levi Beauregard, who almost became a Knick on draft night. Obviously, we picked Cesar DiCarlo instead, and I think both of them have had pretty similar careers up to this point. This game is at the Barclays Center, but it's not too far away from the Knicks, so hopefully we'll see a lot of blue and orange in the crowd. This will be the third game of New York's little experiment with having DJ Ramses come off the bench, but tonight he'll be joined by Coco Diablo, appearing in his first game since opening night, in which he broke his kneecap in a win against the Sonics. He was supposed to come back realistically around January or February, but here he is a little bit over a month after the injury, and he is already back in the lineup. Kabongo and Turner meet at center court for the tip. It'll go to the Knicks, and we are underway. We'll see if New York can look to set the tone early offensively as Barrett gets it over to Cesar DiCarlo, the Italian stallion, who's had some really solid performances this year. Goes up for the layup off the pick and roll, and the Knicks are off to a pretty good start offensively. Here's Malik Murray. He's intercepted by Jason Tatum. Here comes the Knicks on the fast break. He gets it to DiCarlo with the throwdown. Cesar's got 4 early points, and the Knicks are off to a great start as they lead 6-0. Here's Tatum, guarded by Ches Regenworth. Step back. Ooh! Nice move by Jason Tatum. And the Knicks are firing on all cylinders to start this game. The Nets looking for a bucket as Spida Mitchell fakes out R.J. Barrett, gets him leaning, and Donovan Mitchell hits the 3. 12-5 now your score. Here's Tatum. Gets it out to DiCarlo at the top of the key. Thought about it, doesn't take. Over to Jason Tatum, who connects on the triple. Tatum's got 7 as the Knicks are dominating. They lead 17-5, playing really well on both ends of the floor. Malik Murray answers with a 3. Murray, picked in the second round a couple years ago out of the University of Purdue, has really turned himself into a good player. Nice lob for the big fella, Bam Adebayo, as it's now 18-10. Here's Jason Tatum bringing it up the floor, guarded by Corey Kispert. That, folks, is a mismatch. Corey Kispert cannot stop him. Tatum hits the step back 3. He's got 11. That's more points than the entire Brooklyn Nets team has until now, as the shot will fall for Corey Kispert, the former Gonzaga Bulldog. 21-12. Here's Kenny Cooks with a dime in the corner for Levi Beauregard, and he knocks down the corner 3. 21-15 now. Here's DJ Ramses off the bench, sends it in the corner for Jason Tatum, who hits another one. 14 points in just the first quarter for Jason Tatum. He is playing out of his mind right now. Cooks inside, and one. The big fella, Abram Mabaye, is the one who makes the play for Brooklyn. 26-19, final seconds of the quarter. Ramses in the corner for Jason Tatum. Shot no good. Very solid first quarter, however, for the Knicks. Offensively, they were pretty solid, but defensively, man, did they make Brooklyn's life hard scoring the basketball. In the second quarter now, Donovan Mitchell hits the corner 3, assisted by Murray. The Nets offense played a lot better towards the second half of the first quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up here. Killer Cam Reddish knocks down the triple for the Knicks, and they're back ahead by 9. Murray step back with a nice pass inside for Bam Adebayo, who makes the layup. 31-26. The Nets are playing a lot better than they did early in the game. Corner 3 for Murray will not fall, but nice putback there from forward Ches Regenworth, who was part of the Kevin Durant trade last year with the Phoenix Suns. Here comes DiCarlo inside, in for the layup. Cesar's done a really good job tonight of driving to the basket and making tough shots in the paint. 33-28 now. Murray sends it inside for Miles Turner, who makes the layup. The veteran big man has been in the league for a while, and he's been a highly productive player with Indiana for a while, and now Brooklyn. Step back, triple is good for DJ Ramses, who's gotten off to kind of a slow start scoring. He only has 5 We'll see if Ramsey can heat up. The Knicks passing it around quickly like a hot potato as it ends back in the hands of DJ Ramses, who knocks down another triple. He's starting to heat up now with 8 points on back-to-back threes. 39-32. Here comes Adebayo inside, muscling through the Knicks defense as he makes the layup. 39-34. Murray drives baseline. He's blocked. DJ Ramses with the denial, looking to take it coast to coast himself as he makes the layup despite pretty good defense by Bam Adebayo, one of the best defenders in basketball, and the Nets call a timeout, trailing by 7. Here's Corey Kispert off the catch. He is short, but the rebound and putback is good by the big fella, Ref Obiambo, the rookie who was drafted 13th overall, a player who the Knicks really liked in this year's past draft. Tatum to Diablo in the corner for DJ Ramses, who has 10 points here in the third quarter alone, and it's now 44-36. Tatum with it in the corner. Step back. Trey ball is good. What a shot for Tatum. He's up to 17 on the day, and the Knicks lead by 11. 47-36. Here's Obiambo. Gets it over to Corey Kispert. He'll knock down the top of the key three. That'll make it an 8-point game. Rams is in the corner for Barrett. He's been pretty quiet so far with only 2 points. Takes it himself, no good. Grabs his own rebound and gets the putback over the 7'4" Obiambo. 50-39 now. Nets bringing it up. Here's Kenny Cooks, the Ireland native, cooking up the Knicks defense as the second-year point guard makes the layup. 50-42. Tatum with a nice pass out to R.J. Barrett. He hits the jumper on the move. Barrett now with 6 as the Knicks lead by 10. Pick and roll from Abaye is blocked. That was Wiseman who got a hand on it. Knicks looking to score quickly even though the shot clock is unplugged as Coco Diablo takes it himself and makes the layup. It's good to see Coco back healthy after his knee injury as Kispert draws the double team. Gets it to Cooks, who's blocked at the buzzer. Jason Tatum with the denial. 54-42, your score going into half. Jason Tatum is once again hooping tonight. He's got 17 points on very solid efficiency. He's made 4 3-pointers so far, and defensively, the Knicks have been very stout on that end of the floor. The Nets have not been able to get hot from the perimeter. They're not getting easy looks inside, and as long as the offense can continue to play competently, there's no reason to think the Knicks can't win this game. Into the second half, here's Murray with a nice step back, and Malik Murray, who shot just 1 of 10 in the first half, gets that one to fall. I feel like it should be Donovan Mitchell taking 10 shots and a half, not Murray. DiCarlo gets it out to Jason Tatum. He connects on the triple. Another shot for Jason Tatum, who's up to 20 points tonight. He has been, per usual, fantastic. There's Murray inside with the and one. Former Knicks coach Tom Thibodeau, now the head coach of Brooklyn. He looks pretty fired up as it's an 8-point game. DiCarlo inside for the big fella, Ahmed Kabongo, the third-year pro out of the Democratic Republic of Congo, as he gets the slam. Off the inbound, 10-point game. Turner misses the dunk. Nice defense inside by Kabongo. On the other end, Tatum. His shot, money. Jason Tatum is just unguardable. He's 6'8", and his ability to create his own shot is unparalleled. DiCarlo gets it out to Cam Reddish. He gets the and one. The Knicks look red hot offensively here in the third quarter as the Reddish and one would put them ahead by 15. Malik Murray looking to make a play as he throws it down. Murray has looked a lot more efficient here in the second half as Adebayo looks to take it up the floor for the Nets. He's going to send it up for Ches Reggingworth, who throws it down on the lob. 64-53 now. Here's DiCarlo. He's intercepted by Miles Turner. The Nets looking to run the fast break quickly. Here's Murray. Looks to make a play as he goes inside for Bam Adebayo, who makes the slam. Brooklyn's offense has looked significantly better here in the second half. They're finally finding a groove as here's Donovan Mitchell. Wide open for 3. He got it. The Nets are in team takeover mode, and you can tell they are red hot, feeling themselves as they're now only down by 6. Here's Coco Diablo, draws the double, gets it over to the big fella, James Wiseman, who throws it down with the slam. Now it's 66-62. The Nets only trail by 4. Mabaye tries to lob it up, and he is unsuccessful. Here comes the Knicks running the floor. Deep 3 from Curry range for DJ Ramses. He gets it to fall. The Knicks needed to get a bucket back to put themselves ahead by multiple possessions. 64-69. Nice. Here's Regenworth. Gets it out to Kispert for 3. Knocks it down. And the Brooklyn Nets are only down by 1. This is for the lead. Floater no good by Beauregard, but an acrobatic putback by Abram Mabaye will put the Nets ahead. They were down by 15 in this quarter, and now they are winning. The Knicks got to get a bucket as Wiseman is blocked by Mabaye. Here comes the Nets on the other end. It's Levi Beauregard who makes the floater, and Brooklyn is dominating right now as they're up by 5. The Knicks cannot buy a bucket, and they need one here. Deep three from Ramses is no good. That third quarter was an utter disaster by the New York Knicks, who went into halftime with a huge lead, and now they are losing. Offensively, the pedal has fallen off the metal for the Knicks. They got to get back going as DiCarlo makes the layup. The Knicks have severely missed Jason Tatum's presence, and now that he's back, hopefully they can get hot. Nice move by DiCarlo, his second basket of the quarter, and DiCarlo brings it within 1. 73-74. Here's Mitchell inside for the big fella, Bam Adebayo, who makes the floater. 73-76 now. The Knicks looking on the inbound, but it's intercepted by Adebayo. Nothing can go right for the Knicks at this point. Deep three for Mitchell. Knocks it down at the top of the key. And Brooklyn is continuing to build up their lead as they're now ahead by 6. Murray lobs it up for Adebayo, and it is getting from bad to worse for the Knicks as they trail by 8. Mitchell, top of the key three, got it. New York is now down by 11. What is happening? The Knicks are utterly imploding at this moment. DiCarlo with the screen goes inside, makes the dunk. Cesar DiCarlo looks like the only guy who has shown up offensively here in the fourth quarter. Everybody else is just sitting around twiddling their thumbs. Three-pointer no good for Murray. Nets with the rebound. Else Turner. The offensive board as he gets it out to Corey Kispert, who gets some room and hits the three. Jason Tatum was trying to swipe for the ball, just make some kind of play, but literally nothing's going right. Here is the rookie, Zachariah Royster, in for the slam, and Moister Royster makes it an 8-point game as the Nets force another turnover. Adebayo with the steal. On the other end, we'll see what Bam can do as he draws the double over to Turner in the corner for Corey Kispert, and corner Corey hits another one. 81-90. Brooklyn leads with about 4.5 minutes left on the clock as Adebayo sends it up for Ches Regenworth, who misses the layup but gets the putback dunk. 81-92. Here comes Murray for Bam Adebayo, and Brooklyn is up by 13. They're continuing to just pour it on the Knicks, who've got to get something going now. Tatum off the pick and roll, gets it over to R.J. Barrett. Knocks down the three. We'll see if the Knicks can pull off a big comeback. We saw the Nets do it in the third quarter, so it's certainly possible. Murray is denied. The rejection by the rookie Royster. A big defensive play to hopefully energize this Knicks team, who needs a spark. Adebayo, guarded by Tatum, his good friend and draft classmate, and there's an illegal screen on Ches Regenworth. The Knicks have to take advantage of these breaks. Ramses over to Tatum for three. Good look. And it rims out. Ramses is there for the offensive rebound, and he gets the putback. Huge play by DJ Ramses. 86-94. Here is the Nets. Murray, guarded by DiCarlo, inside, makes the acrobatic layup, and the Nets lead by 10 with under 2:40 to go. In the corner, it's Regenworth. He's in trouble, goes inside, and makes the floater. That was a really athletic play by Ches Regenworth, and that guy's a total freak. 40-plus inch vertical. I mean, he's one of the most athletic players in the league. Ramses knocks down the step-back three. The Knicks are continuing to hit shots to keep themselves in the game, but Brooklyn does have a very comfortable lead. That looked like a charge, but apparently the officials do not think Tatum had his feet set. An unlucky break for the Knicks. 89-98. Off the no call, it's the rookie, Reth Obiambo, who makes the layup. 89-100. Tatum's in trouble. He gets it over to DJ Ramses, hoping to get another big shot off for the Knicks. As Ramses goes inside for Zachariah Royster. He'll make the floater. 91-102 now with about a minute and a half to go. DiCarlo gets it to Tatum, and he is called for the push, his 5th personal. And yeah, with calls like that, I don't think the Knicks have too good of a shot. Now trailing by 13. But again, they're going to continue to get shots off to try to keep themselves in the game as they are somehow going to keep possession. Ramses with it back off the miss. Misses the dunk. Wiseman gets it back over to Tatum. Third time's the charm. A long possession as it's now an 11-point game. Here comes the Nets. And that's going to be A blocking foul on DiCarlo. Again, he did not set his feet, and that's pretty much the game. The Knicks don't get any calls down the stretch as they lose 109-96. A nice come-from-behind win for Brooklyn, who trailed by 15 in the second half to come back and win it. They dominated at the end of the third and at the start of the fourth. 15 points in the third quarter is just not acceptable. Bam Adebayo with 20 on 9 of 9 shooting. The guards were inefficient, though, but Bam's efficiency was too much to handle. 25 for Ramses, 24 for Tatum. Both of them were good. DiCarlo with 14 and 7, but unfortunately nobody else really stood out. And ultimately, the lack of the role players stepping up is really what killed us in the second half. That, my friends, is the type of game where you get the game tape and you just want to burn it. Let's simulate up to this game here against the Magic. We've got 8 games that we're going to simulate, 5 of which are on the road. So we've certainly got our hands full, and we would get a little bit banged up with Patrick Feinstein and Zachariah Royster getting injured. So we're going to have DJ Ramses return to the starting lineup. I thought he played pretty well off the bench, but especially with Coco Diablo back, I think having Ramses back with the starters is a good idea. And then Cesar DiCarlo would also get injured. Again, nothing serious, but I'd rather be precautionary. We ended up going 4-4 in the games that we simulated, but we have won 3 in a row. We're currently the number 2 seed in the East, only 1 game behind, surprisingly, Boston. The Celtics are still playing really well. So for now, Zachariah Royster is back healthy. I'm going to have him start at center. James Wiseman is banged up. He will not play today. So that's all the new injury news that we've got here going into this game on the road against the Orlando Magic, who have been a little bit disappointing after they were the 3 seed last year and obviously beat us in the first round. Just like us, the Magic changed quite a bit in the offseason, but not really for the better, with Jalen Suggs and Franz Wagner both gone, and the Magic didn't really get any replacements. Domantas Sabonis wins the tip, and we are underway. A playoff rematch from the Eastern Conference first round a year ago with the Knicks and Magic as JT Thor hits the 3. When JT Thor is a starter, I think there are some real concerns. Zachariah Royster, the rookie, answers immediately with a 3 of his own. Tied at 3, both teams with an early triple to start the game as Zamir Donaldson goes inside and makes the layup. Donaldson was phenomenal in last year's playoff series with the Magic playing against the Knicks. He is a gifted scorer as Cam Reddish swipes it away from Banchero. Cam Reddish in the starting lineup today with some of these injuries as DJ Ramses hits the corner 3, assisted by Royster. 5-6, here's Markelle Fultz looking to make a play as he sends it in the corner for Zamir Donaldson, who hits the 3. I think DJ Ramses is a pretty similar player to Donaldson. Both of them are great shot creators, very good shooters for their age. Nice move inside by Markelle Fultz, the former number 1 overall pick, as we are tied at 10. Both offenses look really good so far. Here's Tatum, guarded by Banchero. Little Duke-on-Duke crime as Tatum hits the fadeaway, his second basket of the game. 12-10 now. Here comes DJ Ramses. He hands it off over to another former Dookie. It's RJ Barrett who hits the deep 3 to make it a 5-point lead for the Knicks. Markelle Fultz off the screen, sends it in the corner. It's Zamir Donaldson. Once again, he hits another shot. When Donaldson is hot, you really just can't stop him. The rookie, Bergen Ashby, is no good inside. Bamba with the offensive rebound over to DiVincenzo. Good ball movement here by the Magic as the rookie, Basil Bergen Ashby, drafted 11th overall out of the Overtime Elite program, hits the 3. And then on the following possession, he takes it himself for the layup. Basil Bergen Ashby was supposed to be a top 10 pick. He slipped on draft night, and I think multiple teams in the top 10 are really regretting that, as he has been great so far for the Magic. Sabonis with the and 1. The Knicks' second unit has really struggled to get much of anything going on offense as Dumbu hands it over to Coco Diablo, who hits the corner 3. Ever since coming back from injury, I think Coco's played quite well. His efficiency has been down from last year, but his averages have been up. Here's Jackson Watkins, hands it off for the big fella, Patrick Feinstein, who throws it down. 24-25, Magic lead by 1 with about 15 seconds left in the quarter as Bergen Ashby has it stripped away by Watkins. On the other end, Kabongo is intercepted by Dante DiVincenzo. So both teams trade off turnovers. Jalen Williams misses the jumper, but Basil Bergen Ashby is there for the putback as the rookie continues to play some great ball here in the first half. The Knicks turn it over again, and DiVincenzo nearly makes the half-court heave. Into the second quarter now, 24-27 your score. Here's Donaldson inside. Nice pass and nice finish for Orlando. 24-31. The Magic now up by 7, really getting on a nice little run as Jason Tatum hits the deep three. The Knicks offense has got to get going. They've really struggled over the last 3 or 4 minutes as Reddish inside for Jason Tatum, who throws it down, and we are tied up at 31. The starters have been significantly better today for the Knicks than the second unit has. Fultz in the corner for guess who? Zymer Donaldson. He hits the triple. 37-31. Right when the Knicks tied it, the Magic go on a nice 6-0 run, and I don't think they're done. Paolo Banchero lobs it up for Mo Bamba. It's now an 8-point game, 33-41. Banchero in the corner, nice pass, and Basil Bergen-Ashby hits the three. The rookie now has 10 here in the first half. Banchero guarded by Feinstein. Feinstein's going to give him some room, and Banchero's going to take it as he flushes it home. And the Magic all of a sudden lead by 14. I think the Knicks have scored maybe 2 points in the last 3 minutes as Banchero bullies Dumbu. Not too much he could have done there. Banchero's just bigger, stronger, and faster. Diablo has it nearly stripped away, but he gets it back over to Khalif Dumbu, who hits for 3. The Knicks are finally back on the board for the first time in like 4 minutes. The offense has gone completely silent here in the second quarter. I don't know what has happened, but the Knicks look lost at the moment. Diablo airballs the 3 on the following possession. It's been that type of quarter for the Knicks. They have forgotten how to play offense, and then Bergen-Ashby on the other end gets the dunk. 36-51, under a minute left in the first half. Here is DiVincenzo, goes inside. Pull-up jumper is good, and the Magic are up by 17 points. What has happened in this game? Here's Patrick Feinstein in the corner. Both teams in team takeover mode as Feinstein lets it fly from beyond the arc. The Knicks are getting a couple shots to fall from the perimeter late in the first half, but they still trail big. Here's DiVincenzo with the screen. Goes inside, makes the layup. It's now 39-55. Eek. The Knicks trying to get something going here late. Dumbu, fadeaway 3, won't fall, and that'll wrap up the first half. Just a total disaster of a second quarter for the Knicks, who currently sit as the 2 seed in the East. The Magic sit as the 10 seed, but it's Orlando who's up and up big. 39-57, the Knicks with just 15 points in the second quarter, getting outscored 15-30. Into the second half we go. The Magic start quickly as Donaldson makes the floater. Orlando up by 18 now, their biggest lead of the game. Cam Reddish gets it over to Jason Tatum off the pick and roll. He'll hit the 3. The Knicks got to get hot quick. They forgot how to play offense in the second quarter, and they've got to get some shots to fall here in the third as Zachariah Royster makes the dunk. The Rolls-Royster rolling into the paint, making a play as Barrett turns it over. It's intercepted by Paolo Banchero, who takes it himself for the layup. The Magic are ahead by 15. 46-61. Here's DJ Ramses, only 3 points in the first half, trying to get himself going here in the third quarter. As he hits the corner 3 off the assist by Jason Tatum. The Knicks offense does look pretty good so far in the third quarter, and why not let it fly again? Step back 3 for Ramses, who's starting to heat up as he's now at 9. 52-63. Here's Markelle Fultz. Fought about it, doesn't take. Over to Banchero, who beats the shot clock and hits the 3. 54-66. Ramses inside for Zachariah Royster with the slam. After scoring just 15 points in the entirety of the second quarter, the Knicks have scored 15 points in the third within the span of 3 minutes, and they have not yet missed a shot here in the second half. Despite that, the Magic still hold a double-digit lead as Banchero makes the layup. 56-68. Here's DJ Ramses. Step back. 3-ball. Got it! The Knicks now have more points in the third quarter than they did in the second, and there's still a lot of time left. 59-68. Here's Royster with the throwdown. A grown man play by the rookie, Zachariah Royster, dunking it down on Markelle Fultz. 61-68. Ramses with the steal as he picks Fultz's pocket. Ramses takes it all the way, and he'll get the and one. Look at that score. The Knicks are coming back into this game quickly as they all of a sudden are only down by 4. Here's Jalen Williams, the former Santa Clara alum, gets it to Mo Bamba, who makes the layup. Despite the Knicks' offensive renaissance here in the third, the Magic still hold a 5-point lead off the steal. Here's Jackson Watkins. Looks to go to the outside. It's Coco Diablo who hits the line 2. And it is now only a 1-score game, 67-70. Jalen Williams Looks to go inside, and he shoots it off of the side of the backboard. It's been a rough third quarter for the Magic, as you can see. Following Orlando possession, here's Williams looking for the screen from Sabonis in the corner for Donaldson. I don't know why Patrick Feinstein started sagging off there. Maybe he should have gone closer to the basket after the shot was released and not as he was shooting it. Coco Diablo gets the dunk as he is starting to heat up in the third quarter, and it's a 4-point game. Here's Jalen Williams putting the moves on Dumbu as he will make the floater. What a play by Jalen Williams, so a former lottery pick with the Thunder. Didn't really work out there. Now getting a second chance at the Magic, where he has been really good this season. Shot won't fall, but Sabonis is there with the and one. A huge play for Domantas Sabonis as Dumbu is called for the foul, and it's a 9-point game. The Knicks offense has kind of cooled off a little bit, but they get a quick dunk from Coco Diablo to respond. 71-79 now. Final seconds here in the quarter. Off the screen, Diablo lets it rip from three. No good. All things considered, a pretty solid quarter. The Knicks were down by 16 going into halftime, and now they're only down by 6. Here is Basil Bergen-Ashby. Fails the lob for Banchero, and the Knicks are going to look to run the floor quickly on the fast break. Tatum to Royster for the slam. Zachariah Royster with 15 points as the first-round rookie continues to be a young star for the Knicks. Zamir Donaldson answers back with a nice backdoor cut, finished off by the dunk. 75-81, Banchero guarded by Watkins, trying to get some room as he will create some space, hits the shot on the move. The Magic are ahead by 8. 75-83, here's Barrett over to Watkins. Watkins looking for the screen as he drives inside, gets Tatum open off the pick, and Tatum connects from deep. He's up to 21 points, a game high. Here is Donaldson over to Markelle Fultz. The Magic ahead by 7. Donaldson again with another nice backdoor cut. Donaldson is such a smart off-ball player. He knows when to cut inside, he knows when he's going to have openings, and he knows how to score. 80-87, here's Bergen-Ashby inside for the former number 1 pick, Paolo Banchero, who makes the dunk. 80-89 now. Barrett with the screen from Tatum. Barrett lets it fly from beyond the arc. He's now at 6 points as it's a 6-point game. The Knicks continuing to get back in it. I don't know if that was a pass or a blocked shot. What a weird play, but the Magic will score off the layup by Bergen-Ashby, so I guess it doesn't really matter. 83-91. Here's Jackson Watkins. Drives inside, gets it out to Tatum. Top of the key, 3. Got it! Nice shot for Tatum, and it's a 5-point game now. The Knicks are continuing to make this game closer, but can they possibly take the lead soon? Reddish hits the 3 in the corner. New York only trails by 2 as the bench is really fired up. Cesar DiCarlo appears to be very enthused. 89-91, here's Donaldson. Goes inside for Bergen-Ashby, who throws it down. A big dunk by the rookie Basil Bergen-Ashby. Here is Royster, step back, no good. Tatum with the offensive rebound, and he gets the putback. Huge putback for Tatum. He's now at 26, 6, and 4, as it's now 91-93 with just minutes to go. Sabonis doubled in the corner for Mo Bamba. A huge 3 for Mohamed Bamba, as it's now 96-91. Rams is inside for Tatum. He draws the double. Reddish with a great cut, but Tatum misfires on the pass. That was a perfect opportunity for New York to strike. Reddish made a perfect play, but Tatum turns it over. On the following possession, Tatum does get a nice fast break dunk, so it's only a one-score game. 96-93 with 2 minutes to go. Following New York possession, Tatum has the double again. Here's Barrett, wide open for the tie, and he missed it. You gotta make that shot when you're wide open like that. Following possession for the Magic, it's J.T. Thor, who hits the step back, and it's a 5-point game. Ramses goes inside, gets it to Tatum, tough shot, and it is not going to fall. Royster with an incredible offensive rebound to save the possession. He gets it to Reddish. Pick and roll, back to Royster. Royster to Tatum. Tatum is trapped. He gets it to Ramses, heaves it up at the end of the shot clock, and it's good! A huge 3 by Ramses, but I think a lot of the credit belongs to Royster with that huge offensive rebound. 96-99. Ramses trying to poke at the ball, and that's his 6th foul. He's out of the game. So DJ Ramses is done as it's 96-100 after a singular Markelle Fultz 3 throw. Reddish misses the 3, and it is not looking good for the Knicks. As Markelle Fultz is fouled, he would go 1 of 2. After a couple free throws from Zachariah Royster, Fultz would be fouled again by Diablo. Interesting strategy the Knicks have going here as Fultz misses the first one. The Magic usually have 2 guards back there for the inbound, Fultz and Donaldson. Donaldson's a much better three-throw shooter than Fultz, so if you're letting Fultz get open, as it's now 98-102, Tatum for 3, airballs it! What a miss by Tatum with 15 seconds left on the clock, just horrible. It's now 101-103 after a big shot for the Knicks that accidentally cut out. The Magic are trying to force it to Donaldson now, but it's intercepted by Reddish. The Knicks can tie it or take the lead with just seconds left. Reddish off the pick and roll gets it to Royster, who throws it down! And this game is tied at 103. What a comeback for the Knicks with a lot of missed free throws by Markelle Fultz, who went to the line 5 times within the final minute and went 1 for 2 each time. Of course, they're going to give it to Fultz for the win because they're freaking morons, and Fultz misses the shot. We are going to overtime. The Magic had so many chances to close out the game if they just hit their goddamn free throws, but they couldn't. So we're going to overtime as Kabongo will win the tip-off for the Knicks. Got some new faces in the game. Rock Khalif Dumbu is in for the Knicks for Lord knows what reason. Reddish gets it over to Tatum, knocks down the 3, and the Knicks lead for the first time since the first quarter. 106-103 into the hands of Dumbu. Step back, 3 ball, knocks it down. A huge shot for Rock Khalif Dumbu. 109-103 now. Donaldson with a nice pass for Fultz, looking to avenge his poor three-throw shooting at the end of regulation as he makes the layup. And it is now a 4-point game with about 3 minutes to go. Barrett at the top of the key, pump fake in the corner for Rock Khalif Dumbu, who hits another one. Dumbu, the unsung hero, early in overtime as it's a 7-point game. Wide open for 3 as Bamba knocks it down. The Magic are only down by 4 as the Knicks call a timeout with some new faces in the game, but Dumbu's going to stay in. Double step back, knocks it down! Rock Khalif Dumbu is him! He is 3 for 3 from beyond the arc here in overtime, and the Knicks are back up by 7. Donaldson fadeaway 3 is good. The Magic are continuing to hang you float as it's a 4-point game. Donaldson gets it over to Thor. He'll make the floater, and the Magic are only down by 2 points. Here's Dumbu. Gets it over to Coco Diablo. The Knicks are in team takeover mode as Diablo drives inside over to Barrett in the corner. Bang! Bang! Barrett hits the 3. It's a 5-point game now. Donaldson off the catch. No good. The Knicks can look to ice it here. Rock Khalif Dumbu takes it himself off the glass. Makes the layup. Wish he would have went for the self alley-oop dunk, but that's your dagger nonetheless. What a gritty win for the New York Knicks as they defeat Orlando in overtime, 127-118. This was a very interesting basketball game, put it that way. The Knicks with 88 points after halftime alone. That's insane. Donaldson was great for the Magic, so was Bergen Ashby. Markelle Fultz, 6 of 12 from the line, 5 of 10 in the final minute of regulation. You can't do that. If he had hit 1 or 2 more of those free throws, the Magic would have won the game. 34, 6, and 7 for Tatum. He was really good. Ramses was really good, too, until he fouled out. Somebody had to step up with Ramses out. And that was Rock Khalif Dumbu, who scored 15 points in overtime. That's the same amount of points that the entire Knicks team scored in the second quarter, which, by the way, they scored 24 in a 4-minute overtime period after scoring 15 in the second. How does that make sense? I don't know. But nonetheless, it was great to see Dumbu show off his potential as a microwave scorer. And then Zachariah Royster with a career-high 19 points. Diablo and Barrett also in the double figures. And we shot the ball very well from 3. 22 of 41. High volume and high efficiency. We made a lot of threes down the stretch, which ultimately helped us. I think after this game, this is a good point to stop. We'll get through much of December and possibly into January in the next episode. We may even have our first prospect profile of the season in the next episode as well. I'm not entirely sure yet. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.